Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video we're going to be doing some Halloween inspired makeup, and this is the look we're going for. It's by Spooky Little Peach. It's this drippy blood look. I will leave all of her information in the description down below. She is absolutely amazing. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows. I do have a video on how I do my eyebrows. I'll leave linked up here for you guys. So we are using two Spoiled Lip Cosmetic palettes today. We're going to be using this palette right here, and I'm going to be dipping into this lighter red shade, and then in this palette we're going in with this super deep red here, and I'm going to use both of those and blend them together. I'm starting off with my e.l.f. concealer, and I'm just going to use this to prime my eyelids. I just use the end of the stick and apply it all over my eyes, and then I go in with my small beauty blender. This is a sponge from Makeup and Murder. I talk about these in every single one of my makeup videos because I love them so much. It comes in a duo pack, so the smaller one and the larger one, and it's a great value and they're amazing. So I just prime my eyes with that. Then we're going to go in with the lighter red, and I am just using a fluffy brush, and I'm kind of carving out where I want the look to be. So you can see I kind of am creating this cut crease look, and I'm just starting to shape out the eyeshadow and kind of see where I want the look to go. And then once I have that more defined, I'll go in and pick up more of that red pigment and start packing it on more and more, so that way it's a little bit darker. Now I'm going in with a smaller tapered fluffy brush, and I am just going to deepen that color up even more. And I'm going in with that deeper red shade from the other Spoiled Cosmetics palette, and I am just placing that on top of the lighter red. And now I'm going and blending the two together and feathering the red out and kind of blending it into my skin. Now we're going to cut my crease, and I'm using that e.l.f. concealer again, and I'm using a really small brush to do this. So I am just carving out where my crease would be and creating a line all the way from my inner corner all the way out, and I wanted this to be kind of at an angle. I'm looking at that reference picture a lot and just trying to recreate it. Spooky Little Peach has amazing Halloween makeup ideas. She's just like the spookiest, baddest bitch out there, so definitely check out her Instagram. Obviously, it will be linked in the description down below. I personally feel like this is the hardest part of the whole makeup look, trying to get both eyes even and both of the cut creases to look the same. And then while I was doing my makeup, my cat was being very annoying and wanting attention, so I picked him up and showed him to you guys. This is my cat Cosmo. I call him Mimi, and every time I'm filming, he comes in here and he wants to be held and snuggled. He's actually evil, don't let him fool you, but he was being really sweet that day. Now I'm just using a makeup remover wipe, and I'm wiping off all of the excess eyeshadow that was on my lid. Now we're going to go in with the Toxic Waste eyeliners from Makeup and Murder. They just launched these not too long ago, and they have so many different colors. You can also get the collector's tin with them, which is what I have. I'm going in with the white color, and I am just carving out that cut crease a little bit more to make it more defined. I loved these eyeliners. They are water activated, so you just put a couple drops of water in there, and they work absolutely amazing. Again, I will leave a link to these eyeliners in the description down below in case you want to try them. Highly recommend. So then we're going to fill in the rest of the lid using a red eyeliner or a red liquid lipstick that is eye safe. I didn't have any red eyeliners, so I just went in with some red liquid lipstick that is eye safe. Make sure it's okay to put around your eyes. So I'm just filling in that area and going underneath where I cut the crease. This part is also difficult. You want to make sure not to cover up where you just drew that line and cut your crease. So make sure to have like a really small brush to be able to get really precise lines. And then I'm just dragging this down on my lid, and we're going to fill in my lid a little bit later with this red, but we're going to wait to do that until we do my base makeup. Moving on to foundation, I'm using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I'm using two different shades. I use Cream Beige and Soft Ivory. One is my winter shade and one is my summer shade, and I'm in between right now. I'm starting to use more and more of the lighter color, so I'm just dotting that all over my face. And then I go in with my Makeup and Murder sponge. This is the bigger one I told you about that comes in that duo pack with the small one and the big one. This one works really well at blending out foundation quickly. It's a larger sponge. It's also super soft. I love this one. I'm always using this one and the smaller one to do my base makeup. Because this makeup does have like blood dripping on the face, I wanted to go ahead and do my base makeup first before we go and finish underneath the eyes. If I were to do underneath the eyes first and then try to do foundation, it would make it a lot more difficult, and I would have to try and be really careful when applying my foundation and powders to make sure not to cover up the blood drips and the red eyeshadow that's going to be underneath my eyes. It just makes it easier if you just stop doing the eyes halfway through and then finish once you're done doing your base routine. So now I'm just concealing underneath my eyes, on my forehead, and on my chin a little bit. This concealer is very, very light, so I just do the tiniest dot on these areas. A little bit goes a long way with this e.l.f. concealer. It's literally one of my favorite concealers I've ever found, and it's a great dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. Now I'm going to set my foundation with my Makeup and Murder translucent powder. I love this powder. It works really, really good at setting foundation, and it came with the free kabuki brush. Now we're going to contour using my NYX Highlight and Contour palette. I build this up, so I do a little bit at a time and apply more and more until I achieve like the depth I want. Now we're going to use some blush using my Morphe 8C Cool Pro palette. I start out with a larger fluffy brush and kind of pack that on. Then I go in with a smaller brush. It picks up more pigment, and then I go ahead and apply that in more concentrated areas on my cheeks and on my nose. Then it's time to highlight, and I'm using my ColourPop highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. You guys know this is like my go-to highlighter. If you guys have any other recommendations for vegan and cruelty-free highlighters, let me know, because I would definitely want to try some other ones. Now we're going back to the eyes to finish it off, and I'm just going back in with that red liquid lipstick, and I'm applying it all over my lid, and I'm kind of tapering it like a wing underneath where I cut that crease. I still want this red part to have shape, so I want the whole look to kind of look like a winged eyeliner look. So I am being careful on where I am dragging that red out and making sure it's still holding that sharp shape. Now we're going to go ahead and add the blood drops. Now one side of my face came out way better than the other. The right side of my face, which when you guys are looking at me is the left side, came out way better than the other side. The one I'm doing now I was not happy with. This just one blood drop I should have redone, but I didn't realize how bad it was until I was like looking at the footage while I was editing. This side right here came out so much better, and it was literally perfect and exactly what I was going for. So this part is pretty simple. You're just gonna draw like little blood droplets hanging off of that last wing you did. I tried to recreate mine pretty similar to the photo since this was my first time doing this look, but you can make these blood driplets as big or as small as you want. You can do more or you can do less, just depending on what look you're going for. So once I have those done, I'm going to start doing underneath my eyes, and I'm going in with the darker red eyeshadow, packing that on with the small fluffy brush. Then I'm going to pack some dark black pigment right by my lash line just to deepen it up a little bit. Then we're going back in with that red lipstick, and I am just creating an inner corner wing, just drawing that down a little bit and making a V shape in my inner corner. Then we're going to finish up under the eyes, and I am going to add a little blood droplet on my cheek. Again, you can add multiple little blood droplets on your cheek if you wanted to. I'm just doing one on either side. And then once we get this done, I'm going to apply some lashes off camera. These are from Spoiled Cosmetics. Okay, lashes are on. And now I'm going to add some little bottom lashes using my Crybaby liquid liner from Spoiled Cosmetics. This eyeliner is waterproof. Literally, you could go swimming with this and it will not budge. It's hard to get off at the end of the day. You have to use like an oil-based makeup remover in order to get this off. So if you're wanting longevity, this eyeliner is amazing, and it also is super precise. Then we're going to do the last step, which is the lipstick. I'm using 3 to 4 different products for this. I'm going to start by outlining my lips with black eyeliner just to get a nice shape down and add depth. And then once that's done, I'm going in with some brown liquid lipstick, and I am just going to feather in the black and the brown together. I wanted a transition between the black and the red, so I threw that darker brown in there to transition all the colors together. So as you can see, I'm actually using a really small makeup brush to blend the black and the brown together instead of just using the applicators on the lipstick. Then I'm using a darker red and I am blending that into the brown. Once the darker red is applied, I go in with a lighter red color and I just pop this on the center of my lips. I didn't want the brighter red to be overpowering, so I just add a touch of that. Then I'm gonna set everything with my Morphe setting spray, and here is the finished look. I am absolutely in love with this. I think this is my favorite Halloween look we've done so far, and I just think it's absolutely adorable. I will leave a link to all the products I used in the description down below. I do have coupon codes if you want to buy any of this stuff. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I love you guys so much. And until next time, guys, stay weird.